Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. And today's a cool video, nothing crazy, nothing special. I just want to show you 4, 5, 6 kind of cards, all Michael Jordan, all PSA 8s, all very affordable cards from the 1990s, all inserts and or parallels. The reason this video came about is, in my collecting journey, I kind of always take you guys through what I'm doing on a daily basis. I was trying to pick up some Jordan PSA 8s to grow that PSA 8 Jordan collection that I keep talking about on this channel. So I'm thinking about, scooping up some of these bottom feeder cards. These are not humongous cards. And I'm putting in bids on eBay that are, and I'm including PWCC in this as well. So PWCC Weekly and then primarily eBay, I'm putting bids in on auctions and or best offers on PSA 8 cards at or above the most recent sale, and I'm getting crushed. I'm losing everything. And so I don't know if I've just had bad luck on the particular cards that I'm trying to pick up. And the reason I say that is, look, I'm going to share with you, here's the card ladder index on Jordan cards. Generally speaking, over the last 1 month, the index is down 3.61%. Now look, that includes PMG greens, that includes rubies and essential credentials and 86 Fleer rookie cards of all grades. I mean, this includes $1 million cards. It also includes $8 slab cards, but I'm looking for PSA 8. So this index may not be the best indication of what's happening with just low-end PSA 8 Jordan cards. There's no index for that. I think there's a way on Card Ladder you could actually create your own index and then put whatever cards in it you want, but I don't care that much about it. I just wanted to show you, generally speaking, the Jordan index is about flat. It's down 3.61% over the last month. Over the last 3 months, it's down even worse, down almost 13%. So I'm thinking to myself, look, I'm just going to start bidding at comps. I'm going to pick these cards up, put them in my collection, then move on to the next one. I'm trying to grow this PSA 8 Jordan collection by adding one unique card of all these inserts and all these parallels. God, my neck is red. What the heck, man? I must be excited about this video. So anyway, I'm just going to get cranking. Like, these are all cards that I've tried to buy recently and I have lost. And they went for a lot higher than I thought they would. And so I'm just about to show you what those cards are. So here we go. Card number 1. Let's start here. I needed to pick up the PSA 8 and the PSA 8 Beam Team members only. So both of them, the Beam Team PSA 8 and the members only Beam Team PSA 8. Look what the Beam Team PSA 8 has done over the last 3 months, up 26%. Why? I don't know. It's a Pop 952 card. It's not rare. It's easy to find. There's over 1,000 of them higher graded. It is a perfect price point for a Jordan insert. It means something. It's not crazy expensive. It's a great looking card, but it's up over the last 3 months. It's up 26%. Over the last 1 month, it's up 22%. I mean, look at those sales. And so I was somewhere around 250. I think I bid. The card went for 305. So that's the Beam Team base. The Beam Team members only is even more egregious. Look at this over the last month. 263, 329, 410. That's 56% over the last 2 sales. That's 56% in 30 days. That's bonkers. If we look at it over the last 3 months, same story. I mean, this is a steady trend. That's 11 sales. It's not like 1 or 2 where it could be skewed or one was bad copy or one was a bad eBay seller. It's 11 sales over the last 3 months, and it is clearly up 70.8%. That's a huge amount. I mean, that card went from 240 down as low as 225 all the way up to 410. That's 180 real dollars. I mean, that's a lot to go up for an insert card that's freaking 30 years old over a 90-day period. So I don't know what's up with that. That's example number 1. The Beam Team and the Beam Team members only PSA 8. Example number 2, behind the glass PSA 8, Pop 215, the PSA 10's crazy rare. We know that, over $13,000, that was a whole nother video that I did. There's plenty of 9s out there. There's even a few 8.5s. There's 215 8s. So again, not the rarest card around, rare in 10, but not rare in 8. Look at the card over the last 90 days, up 58%. It's got as low as $43, $42.68. You could have picked this card up. Now it's $100, and it's even hit over $100, $105. So you're talking about, from 42 to over 100, it's more than doubled in value from the low point. From the beginning data point, it's up, 58.73%. Over the last month, it's even more egregious, I bet you. Yeah, there you go. Up 33%, not more egregious, but a clear, steady increase to $100. So that's another example. Again, we're not talking about crazy numbers, but I'm seeing something happening here, right? And maybe I just had dumb luck and I was picking the PSA 8s that just happen to be going up. It's not like I talked about it on the channel and that's why people price gouge me. I mean, this is the first time I've talked about it. I've already lost all these cards recently. Next on the list, and this one's really bananas. Look at the All-Stars. This is 1992 Fleer All-Stars in PSA 8. Again, not a rare card. 1,300 graded between the two big companies. Crazy rare in PSA 10, just like the behind the glass. There's only 11 of them. $14,000 card in PSA 10. There's tons of 9s and plenty of 8s out there. This card has jumped to $76. Look at this card. It was selling as low as $32 the other day. It's $18 to grade it, $20 with shipping and insurance. I mean, it's $20 just to get the damn thing graded, and a PSA 8 was selling for $32. Now, if you want to buy the card, the last one sold for $78. That seems like a big jump to me. I don't know what the deal is, and there's 13 data points to prove it. It's a clear uptick in the market. Fleer All-Stars from 1992 is another example. And then I got two more. The 1992 Fleer Leader. Again, these are early Jordan inserts, and I'm talking about 92. What's behind the glass? I should know that. Behind the glass is 93. All-Stars was 92, and now we're talking about Fleer Team Leader 92. So we're talking about the early Jordan inserts in low PSA 8 grade, like really affordable, really attainable grades. It's a pop 288, so it's a little bit more rare, up 45% over the last 3 months, with the last one being the highest sale. Again, if you look at the graph on almost every one of these that we've looked at, almost every single one of these, the last data point is the highest data point. Well, this one's a little bit lower, $5 lower, but the highest. Something is happening here. It's just a run on PSA 8s, and I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's me and my big mouth saying that I thought PSA 8s were a fun card to collect. I never said it was a great investment. I never said anybody's going to get rich buying a bunch of Jordan early 90s inserts in PSA 8 for, $80, 40, 60, 80, $100. But there's been a run on these PSA 8s, and it's undeniable, and the charts back me up. Over the last 3 months, this Fleer Team Leader is up 45%. Again, the PSA 10 is a monster, $2,400 card. The PSA 9, there's plenty to attain. There's a bunch of BGS 9s and 8.5s. PSA 8 is a pop 288, not a hard to find card. There's a million of them on eBay. If I click this button, I could go find as many as I want. The last one sold for $252. That seems like a huge number to me. That really confuses me. Lastly, and this one is probably the biggest winner of all of them, over the last 3 months. And again, look, it's ending on a high note. It's ending with the highest in the last 90 days. For $39. The Star Power base, $39 on November 29th, about 90 days ago. 49, 50. Back to 45, back to 45, 61, all the way to 72. Again, it's a $30 difference. It's not the end of the world. If I really, really needed the card, I just go buy the card. But I'm looking at it and thinking, well, the last one sold 61, I'll bid 65. Or, here, the last one sold 45, I'll probably bid 55. I lost. Then I was like, well, shit, if I lost at 55, I'll bid 65. No, I lost again. It's at 72 now. So is this an indication of things to come? Let me know what you guys think. Again, none of these cards are like game changer, foundational, grail piece cards. They're all PSA 8s, which is just, near mint condition. It's kind of the status quo, the average grade that you're going to get on one of these 90s inserts or parallels. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just surprised that I just happened to pick 5 of the cards that I've run. Have I picked some up? Yeah, I picked some of them up, but not these 5. I picked up some other PSA 8s. Not all 8s are running or anything like that, so don't kind of take this video and run with it or tell me I'm an idiot. But these 5 are just 5 examples of really affordable, fun, cool Jordan cards from the early 90s. Look, I'm going to share you a picture. We'll blow up each one of these on the screen. You got the Star Power. You got the 1992 Fleer Team Leader. You got the 1992 Fleer All-Stars. You got the 1993 Upper Deck SE behind the glass, and then you got the Beam Team, of course, and this one's in members only, which is a little more rare, I think. It's members only is $336. The Beam Team regular is probably $952, so almost 3 times as many of the regular one, which is why the price is a little bit lower. But $300 for the Beam Team regular, and Beam Team members only $410, so a little bit more. Beam Team members only is probably the best move, but some people like those pack pulled. So, but that's that's cool. I just like it. I like to see that these cards are holding their head. It looks like they've dipped and we found the floor. One thing I can do that I didn't do that's probably going to be helpful, let's go back 2 years, right? The cards are down, right? Beam Team members only down 16% over the last 2 years. What about the PSA 8 behind the glass? Holy shit. The behind the glass is up 150% over the last 2 years. Who would have thought a PSA 8 card in a market where cards are coming back? No bullshit, probably 70, 80%, a lot of cards. The behind the glass PSA 8 is actually up 150% over the last 2 years. That's interesting. What about the 92 Fleer All-Stars over the last 2 years? Up 16%. The card's held itself in a declining market, a rapidly declining market. What about the Fleer Team Leader PSA 8 over the last 2 years? This one's going to be bad, I think. Yeah, down 30%. But look, here's the deal. Down 30%, but it's hit the bottom right here at 175, and now it's moving. 235, 200, 215, 234, 213, 252. So it's a pretty decent, steady, increasing trend right there, up 45% over the last 3 months. And what about the star power? This one's going to be pretty bad over the last 2 years if I had to guess. Nope, I'm wrong. Exactly, almost exactly even, plus 1.41%. Did it get up to 140? Yeah, that's crazy. But hey, look, it's working its way back. It's already at 72. It's already halfway back. So let me know what you guys think about these cards in the comment. These are every man's cards. These are blue collar cards, but these are awesome cards that anybody's got to have in their Jordan collection in one grade or another. You may collect raw, you may collect 7s, you may collect BGS 8.5s, you may collect, you may be a PSA 10, BGS 9.5 guy like me, and maybe you're going to start your own PSA 8 collection. I don't know, but I thought it was really interesting that the PSA 8s have been running. I did not take a look necessarily at the PSA 10s on most of these cards. These aren't going to have very many data points is the problem, because like we talked about, those PSA 10s are just insanely rare. Well, there's your PSA 10 Fleer All-Stars right here. I mean, the PSA 10 went absolutely ballistic. It's up double, right, from 6,200 to 14,670. If we look at the PSA 10 behind the glass, we know that one went nuts, from 4,500 up to 14,000, up 211% from the last sale, which was honestly, it was like 10 months ago. That's crazy. And then what about the beam teams? I'm curious what the beam teams in PSA 10 have done over the last 2 years. Down 42%, right? So these big cards are doing worse than the baby cards. There's the beam team members only PSA 10 over the last 2 years. Look at the beam team members only PSA 8. Down 15%. Not nearly as egregious, right? What about the PSA 9? Probably somewhere in the middle. Down 45%. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. What about the base beam team PSA 10 over the last 2 years? Down almost 80%. Down almost 80%. But the PSA 10, it's not going to be bad. Down 30%. It's just not the same. So it looks like the baby cards are actually weathering the storm better than the monsters. Maybe it's because the monsters ran the most, before the market explosion. They ran the most when it exploded, and therefore they're going to come down the most after explosion. What I do know is we're looking for new floors on the PSA 8s, 9s, and 10s, and the BGS 9.5s. Figuring that out. That's what 2023 and maybe even into 2024, that's what that year, this next year and a half is all going to be about. And that's what the past year was about, is finding the floor, stabilizing, and then figuring out where these cards belong. What is that saturation point? What is that price point equilibrium where these cards belong when you measure supply and demand? Is supply changing? Not really on 8s, probably a little. It might be going up. On 10s, nobody's pulling any more 10s on these. We look at the charts all the time when I do those Explore the Card episodes on Friday. But demand might be going up on the PSA 8s. That might be what's pushing these up. Maybe I do have a big mouth. Maybe I'm the reason. I highly doubt it, because only a few hundred people watch these videos, but I'm having a blast collecting Jordan PSA 8 stuff. And I know a lot of my high-end Jordan friends are probably talking about me behind my back and laughing at me, but I'll be honest with you, it's really fun to get Mucho Mail Days and talk about the 8s and look at them. And I can't tell you how many comments on Instagram when I post, people say, I can't even tell the difference between the 8 and the 10. The 8 looks just as good as the 10. Yeah, no shit, because it's kind of a grading is kind of an ambiguous, arbitrary circus, to be quite honest with you. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you're chasing any of these cards as well. Let me know if you have any of them for sale, because I still need most of them. In fact, I think I might need all of these cards. So I'm always looking for PSA 8s. One of my viewers from the channel, who's a subscriber to the channel, actually reached out to me on a DM on Instagram, and we're working out a deal for like 15, 16 really important PSA 8s that I didn't have in my collection. He was looking to sell. I'm looking to buy. We're going to get a deal done on Instagram for $1,000, $1,500 bucks, maybe even a little bit more. I don't know. We haven't gotten the deal done yet, but it's going to get done because I'm not going to haggle too much. He's looking to sell. I'm looking to buy. He's saving eBay fees and going to ship in one shipment. I have to deal with the authentication process. I'm excited because I don't have to pay sales taxes. I can get it shipped straight to my PWCC vault. We're going to get it done. And I always like communicating and dealing and talking with people who watch the channel. It's a blast. I get direct messages all the time, and I appreciate all of them. And I'm happy to help any way I can. And I appreciate the people that reach out to me to try to help me grow my collection, because that's kind of what it's all about. When all these other channels are talking about what he said, she said, who stole this at this show, this fake patch, this drama, this person broke into this card shop, this people said this about this person in the hobby, this person shilled this. I'm just done with it, man. I just want to talk about cards, card prices, Jordan, the NBA, the history of the NBA, funny stuff we see in the NBA. I'll touch on fantasy basketball. I'll discuss sports gambling on a very small level. I just want to talk about the stuff that makes me happy and that I think other people really kind of want to talk about. I don't want to just talk about the negativity and do the clickbait of whatever happened in the hobby yesterday. I come on here and give you my thoughts about that. I don't give a shit. All I care about is the cards, whether they're going up or down, the cards that I need, the cards that I got, the cards that other people need or want or have, or other cards that I see that I think are great in other people's collections. Let's just keep it about the cards and about the sport and about the NBA itself. If I do get off on a tangent and talk about something that's relevant and, like a hobby current affairs, it's usually an accident or someone leads me in that direction. I don't go looking for that drama, for the same reason I don't watch Fox or CNN or Newsmax or any news unless it happens to blindside me and I can't look away. I don't go looking for negativity. It's just too easy to find in today's society. It's just not worth it. The hobby is supposed to be an escape. I know that sounds cliche, but it's damn true. And you guys, if you look in the mirror, you would agree the hobby needs to be an escape. It doesn't need to be the source of your drama, the source of your anxiety, the source of your depression. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I've rambled on long enough. Let me know what you think about PSA 8s that I pulled up on the screen. I like all these early Jordan parallels and inserts from the early 90s. I think they're really cool, even in PSA 8 copies or raw. I think it's just badass. Thanks for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.